What's going on, man? You already know who it is. Your boy Fat Man Jersey up here on CarnivalSpirits. So one time, let me just hear that sure. And you already know, you already fucking know. So let's let's put it on there. Let's talk about it, guys. Boy Blue made a video talking about the overdoses that were happening at the gathering this year. Hatch Rider came back with the whole you know natural selection and this is what they get. And before I even get into this topic, I want to fucking drugs are a huge like thing for me. I'm not saying like I do them. Your boy Jerry's not no fucking drug addict, so don't fucking worry about it. Well, he used to be, but I'll get into that. And I had a homie this year pass away, from heroin overdose, and it really put things in perspective for me. I mean, this is the guy who I grew up with, who not a juggler or anything, but just like he's just my homie, Like me and him grew up since 9, 10 years old. I mean, dude, this is how good friends we were. Are. Because he's never gone. He's still here. Still rocking them every day. Um, Me and him got into our first fist fight. Like, legitimately, our first fist fight ever in our lives was against each other. And it was probably a fucking hilarious fist fight. If you can imagine two 10-year-old white boys in the suburbs, never watched any sort of fight before, you can imagine how funny that fucking fight must have been. Because it wasn't even fucking haymakers. It was just fucking, you know? It was just two kids swinging on each other with no rhyme or reason. Just fuck you. No, fuck you. you know? But, yeah, so let's get my personal feelings and shit out of it. Let's just get into what my head's thinking. Take the heart out of the equation, get into what the mind's thinking. And my mind could be a little bit cynical on this. Blue goes on to say in his response to Hatcherider's response that being a juggalo saved him from hitting the crack pipe, even though his alcoholism is still present. And in my honest opinion, I think alcoholism is heroin addiction and meth addiction. That's a fucked up thing to watch. Alcoholism is, I think, at at some point becomes a touch more frightening, depending on the person. But I've had enough alcoholics in my life to say I am frightened of alcoholics. I will not fuck with them. I don't like fucking drunk people. I like to fucking chill, get drunk in my home dogs. I don't like to go to bars and get wasted with other people. I don't like to do that shit. I just like to fucking have a small little gathering, get a little twisted, and then go home and fucking sleep. And here's the fucking thing: when you're at home, and I know most people who do the hard shit, heroin, crack, meth, they don't have a fucking off period. They just go in, go in, go in, go in. But here's the thing about the gathering: that even with those drugs that you would have an off period with, say bud, even though you're not gonna OD on bud, but with alcohol and in party situations, and I want people to understand this, in party situations such as the fucking gathering, um, I don't think I'm pretty sure like people would not aren't necessarily gonna look down on you, but I mean it's a fucking party, man. And if you've ever been to a bar, if you've ever been to a wild ass party, what three drugs are gonna be done there the most? Well, people are gonna be smoking weed, people are gonna be drinking booze, and to counteract that fucking feeling of doing the weed and the booze, there's gonna be cocaine there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So I guarantee I will bet any amount of money that there is a good thing, a good, nice, sizable amount of blow somewhere at the gathering this year. And I guarantee some dude's fucking selling it and getting fucking rich from it. Because cocaine's a hell of a drug. But anyway, um, with the whole fucking, people ODing, I'm thinking when I think OD, I think maybe coke, maybe crack, definitely meth, definitely heroin, and with the way trends are, I'm gonna make my guess it's heroin. Just a guess. I'm guessing heroin. Um, and I mean, my thoughts on my personal head standpoints, no heart in the matter. Is as soon as you pop that needle into your arm one time, as soon as you get that shit up your nose, you might as well say fucking good night. You might as well already fit yourself for the fucking box you're gonna be in. Cause give it 2 years, give it 2 years, and you're still steady doing heroin. You're done. You're fucking over. You're fucking over. That's how it is. Some people try and fight it. Some people get off of it, thank God. But there are some people who there's no fucking hope for, and they are banging out, and they're fucking banging like they were standing up fighting in the UFC, just fucking motherfucker. They are fucking like felony fights, world star hip hop, banging out, and it's a really sad thing to see. But uh, here's my fucking point with this. And I kind of stated it before, but as as myself, I know I have a starting point when it comes to getting wasted, and I have an ending point, and I know where my happy medium is. Start off a little bit of weed, a little bit of liquor. I'm not a beer kind of guy. I like mixed drinks. I like Jack and Coke, whiskey sour, fucking 7 and 7, fucking rum and Coke, fucking tequila and Dr Pepper, son. Tequila and Dr Pepper, old school shit. What you guys know about that shit? But yeah. Start off there, get a few with me, and I have the fucking worst. I have the worst fucking thing when it comes to liquor. I drink quickly, you know, and that's the whole thing. I eat and drink quickly. Not saying that I eat any drugs, but that's just how my whole fucking thing works. I don't understand, but I can just drink shit mad quick. I can fucking eat shit mad quick. So I drink way too quick in the beginning. I completely bypass my happy medium and end right up my ass. I should be, I'm trying to get better at it. But anyway, somewhere along the line of that night, in order for me to keep going, I realized that I have to do either two things. One, I have to go pass out, or two, I have to go puke. And right around that time is that time where I'm going. And you've all seen your homies did this. If you are, in fact, partiers, you do smoke, you do drink. You guys, I'm sure, shout out to Calgary, he's probably seen this a million times. His homie be sitting there way too high, way too drunk, got the lean and the swivels on him, and he'll either go up and say, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here, or I gotta go lay down, or yo, where's your bathroom? I gotta puke. That's straight up how it'll fucking happen. He'll go do it, and he'll come back, and 10 minutes later, he'll have a nice resting period. We'll sit there, mad silent, eyes closed, head back, or head mad forward, and then he'll get up and we're like, all right, man, let's go. I got this. And it generally happens to me, and I would say it happens to other people as well. Now, and that's here's the point with that. People know a starting and an ending point because they're at home. They know they have to either do some shit tomorrow or they have to go somewhere that night, and they won't push it too far. At the gathering, music festivals, all shit like that, how easy do you guys think it'll be to push it that far, to push that limit? People, of course, are going for the limits. It's a fucking music festival, camp out in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's big enough where you can get away with damn near anything except a murder. You know? Like, of course they're gonna be doing wild ass shit like that. Of course they're gonna be fucking banging out drugs left and right. Of course they're gonna fucking do it. Of course. So it doesn't surprise me. And honestly, thank God those people got out of the way quick enough. You know? Because they weren't gonna get help and they just went to the gathering to say, fuck it, we're going in. And they went in. And there you go. They got exactly what they asked for. They wanted to go in. They wanted to do as much shit as they possibly could find, and their fucking heart stopped. That's as quick as it fucking happens. You'd be sitting there doing that fucking line, or popping that another rock in, or popping the fucking crystal in, or injecting that shit in your veins. You get halfway through, you're done. So yeah, I kind of think it's natural selection. If you're stupid enough to think you're gonna go to this fucking whatever music festival you want to go to, and you think that it's smart to get as high as that with no hospitals damn near anywhere, with no anything that's gonna save your ass fucking anywhere, then you're absolutely retarded. You're in the middle of the fucking woods. You're in the middle of the fucking woods. You fuck up, it's on you. You're done. So that's what I'm saying, man. At the gathering, people need to be smarter. Um, I'm not, I could sit here up all day. I don't think there should be coke or heroin. I knew that they do the drug checks and shit. People sneak that shit in. It ain't fucking hard. Um, I definitely think that gathering for the most part, aside from liquor, weed, and I think a little bit of coke, ecstasy, acid, acceptable. Those are party drugs. As long as people don't overdo it, fuck it. If you're gonna drop a tab of ecstasy at fucking, or you're gonna drop a tab of acid at the gathering, people have done it before. So it ain't nothing fucking new. Mushrooms, mushrooms too. But those are all drugs that I think people, for the most part, can handle. No one's gonna drop 5 tabs of acid and be high for fucking be tripping the entire fucking gathering. No person in their right mind is gonna do that and become all paranoid and shit. Nobody's gonna drop 6 tabs of fucking or 6 pills of fucking ecstasy. No one's doing it. No one's gonna do it because they fucking understand those shits don't fuck with your mind as hard if you're doing them in high moderation. Even like a line or two of coke, you know, it's not gonna fuck with you that bad. Sure, you're gonna want some more, but eventually you're gonna have enough liquor and enough blood in your system that you're not gonna give a fuck. Mushrooms too. I mean, those shits can go out of hand, but people pop a couple and they feel nice. That's all it is. And I can get behind doing shit like that because you're there for the experience, you're there for the feeling, and you want to remember that feeling. And the feeling that's induced by drugs can certainly help that feeling. I mean, it's a music festival. What does weed do? It makes your music awesome. Makes everything you taste better. Makes things you feel way more in your face. It's crazy. And a lot of the drugs I just mentioned, acid, mushrooms, ecstasy, it all does this shit too. It enhances the environment around you so you can have a better time. It does a lot of fucked up shit to your body. Some of it, most of it, with the exception of blood. But it makes your experience better if you know how to control it. If you lose control, that's where you're gonna end up in a ditch. And if you're not smart enough to realize that you're fucked if anything happens to you, and you don't fucking get, if you're not in tune with your star player to know when enough's enough, and with heroin heads, there's never enough. With crackheads, it's never enough. With fucking meth heads, never enough. Even if people lose sight on the coke tip, it'll be never enough. Never fucking enough. Even with alcohol too. Except with alcohol, there's actually an off switch in your brain that says, "Okay, drank too much. Night. Good night. We're done here." You know. But with heroin and shit, that shit keeps you up. So if people aren't smart enough to realize that they need to be careful and not do shit like meth and coke and crack or meth and crack and fucking heroin at the fucking gathering, then honestly, thank God they're gone because those are the same type of people who are not gonna have enough out in the streets and rob a motherfucker, kill a motherfucker, do some sort of fucked up shit to get money for their fucking addiction. You know, and I understand that because I've been a pill addict, so I understand the whole mindset of addiction. I've been there before. You know, but I mean, I don't wish death upon anybody. I just wish karma comes around and gives them a little tap on the shoulder. And they probably already gotten that tap on the shoulder and didn't give a fuck. And there's karma saying, well, this is what you put in, this is what you're gonna get out of it. You're gonna get a fucking pine box. You happy? So anyway, it's your boy Fat Man Jersey. Peace.